You won't believe this, but the boss of the knife-wielding lady is none other than the tech superstar Valentine, the mastermind behind the top agents, and he's buddies with several world leaders. However, deep down, Valentine has an evil plan brewing and even invited a princess from a European country to join in. But as soon as the princess hears about his crazy scheme, subtitles, her first thought is to flee. Who would expect her to be trapped? Despite many guards, they're all defeated by the knife lady. Knife Lady's insane jumping ability and knife skills turned her into the ultimate nightmare on the battlefield. With one top agent down, they need to pick the best young recruit from the candidates to fill the gap. Eggs's shabby look got him some serious side-eye from his posh Oxford and Cambridge classmates. They love to mock him, but Eggsy doesn't care, especially when the pretty girls in class treat him well. He thinks this is just a regular training day. But surprise! That night, disaster strikes as the entire barrack fills up with water. With water rising fast, it's sink or swim. One girl thinks she can use the shower head to save herself, so everyone swims towards the shower zone. But Eggsy? He's making a break for the exit, trying to open the door, only to find that it's got a mind of its own and refuses to budge. Others stuck the shower head's other end in the toilet for a what a resourceful idea. No one's coming to help Eggsy with the door, so he turns back, but he's not after the shower head. He's on a quest for an escape route. He's banging on the glass wall, and guess what? This time it works. The glass shatters, and everybody gets washed outside, right into the waiting arms of the bald instructor. Surprise. It was the first test. Everyone thinks they've nailed it, but the bald instructor goes, sorry, everyone fails. Turns out, a girl drowned in the barracks. Meanwhile, Harry is busy investigating who killed his teammate. He tracks down the meteorologist back at the university to grill him about the real mastermind. Harry barely puts in any effort, and the meteorologist lets out a scream that echoes through the halls. Then, kaboom. His head goes flying. Though injured, Harry keeps his cool and jumps out the window, but he's still knocked out when he gets back to base. Eggs is worried sick about him, but the bold instructor, Merlin, tells Eggsy to focus on his training. Becoming a top agent is the best way to honor Harry. Merlin tells everyone to pick a dog as their partner. Eggsy thinks he's chosen a bulldog, but this pooch struts around like royalty and won't budge an inch. Eggsy is furious and considers using a rifle on this lazy pup, but when that plan fails, he ends up cradling his little buddy instead. He's now running with the little dog like a pram popper. After some time, he goes to check on the recovering Harry. At that moment, Merlin shows up to reveal that the meteorologist had a tiny chip lodged in his neck, which Harry accidentally triggered, causing the explosion. In the end, they find the mastermind, but once again, Harry ends up being the one to take the fall. At this point, Eggsy realizes he's actually a fan of Valentine. Turns out, Valentine is hosting a press conference to announce a free new phone chip for everyone. This chip lets people surf the web and call for free forever, and everyone is ecstatic, but Harry and his crew smell a rat. They notice scars on the necks of Valentine's goons from previous surgeries, prompting Harry to decide to dig deeper into this character and figure out what he's really up to. Meanwhile, Eggs's training is entering its final phase, with 3 left: Eggsy, a tall guy, and a beautiful fellow classmate. The lively bald instructor sets them a mission: extract secret info from a target woman. To pull this off, the trio hits up a bar to surround the target lady, but she just smiles sweetly at them. Then a waiter announces a call for the lady, and once she leaves, the waiter flashes a sly grin, revealing that these 3 noobs have been completely hoodwinked. When Eggsy comes to, he finds himself tied to a train track, with an oncoming train ready to roll. The male waiter pressures Eggsy to spill the beans on Harry's identity, or he'll be squished flat like a pancake. But Eggsy, refusing to budge, stays tight-lipped just as the train approaches. Seems like this was yet another test. Turns out, they were testing if they could keep secrets when their lives were on the line. Clearly, Eggsy passed while the other 2 didn't fare so well. The tall guy panics and spills everything before the train even arrives. In the end, Eggsy and the girl pass with flying colors, and Harry's ecstatic. Turns out he picked the right guy. He takes Eggsy to a bespoke tailor shop. Here, he starts teaching Eggsy how to become a true gentleman agent, and first up are some stylish brogue Oxford shoes. A recommended choice, handcrafted George Clammerley shoes. No top agent lacks special gear. These shoes actually have poison spikes installed. One touch and they pop out, but retracting them. Good luck with that. Agents get exclusive Tokov PT-30 handguns fitted with modern launchers, which can hold 10 bullets. Of course, as a classic British gentleman, one can't forget the exclusive agent's pen, which comes equipped with a poison that can be activated remotely. Even the rings worn by gentlemen pack a shocking 50,000 volts. But just as they're about to leave the gear room, Eggsy's rebellious instincts kick in, though he never seems to escape the instructor's watchful eye. Just as they're about to leave, they see a crowd exiting the medical bay. Among them is the villain Valentine, who seems to know more than he should. It seems Valentine has come snooping around, fully aware of Harry and the others' identities. The two sides play nice, though they both know the next time they meet, it won't be so polite. The chief boss meets with Eggsy, praising him for the bonding with his dog, which he's even named JB. The boss thinks it's an acronym for James Bond or Jason Bourne, but in reality, it's just a cute little pup. Then, the boss hands Eggsy a TT-30 handgun and tells him to take out the pup's surprise. Another test. This puts Eggsy in an awkward spot, and he ultimately opts to save the pup. But soon after, a gunshot rings out from next door and Eggsy gets kicked out of HQ.